What's up, Diamond Squad? It's your guest tonight, Diamond's here, and I'm back with another video. If this is the first time you see my face on your screen, make sure you guys go ahead and click that subscribe button, smash the like button, turn the bell notification on so you miss any posts. And also need to be part of the Diamond Squad. So go back up right now and give this video a like. So yeah, I'm recording in the same shirt as the other one, so make sure you guys go and check out my recent videos. Today I'm gonna be doing a movie review on Gretel and Hansel, which was a major plot twist for me. Hang on a minute. Oh my god, this thing. Okay, so yeah, that was a major plot twist for me. I didn't expect it to end the way it did it, but I have to say I would give it a 5-star because it was actually pretty good, you know. So yeah, so let me just move up a little bit more. Alright, so I wrote everything down because, you know, that's what I've been doing now so I don't forget. So basically, how the story went, it took place where they was talking about a child that was born and was very sick, and they ended up bringing her to this lady who healed her, but from healing her, it gave her some evil magic, and the child will lure kids into the woods, and it doesn't really say what happened, and so the whole Gretel and Hansel thing happened. So yeah, the child became powerful, had evil powers, spared no one. She could just kill someone with her mind, kill an animal with her mind. So her mother hid her away from everyone to keep people safe, but that didn't really keep people safe. She would still be able to lure people into the, kids into the woods. So she was controlling people, and then it goes back into, like, I guess present time with Gretel and Hansel. And apparently Gretel, I think, was looking for a job and was talking to the old man, and the old man, I guess, was asking her like a question that she felt uncomfortable. Like, he asked her like if she kept her maidenhood. So right from her expression, I'm assuming he asked her what I thought he asked her, and she didn't agree to it. So that happened. The mom, for some reason, kicked them out. They had to live on their own in the woods or the forest, whatever that was. And while they was there, some strange creature attacked them. Then they end up, this guy ended up saving them, you know, giving them a place to stay for a little bit, fed them because they were starving. When they went back out on their own, they were so hungry, they end up seeing like this weird looking mushroom, and Gretel thought it was okay, so they ate it. Once they ate that mushroom, the mushroom was making them hallucinate, making them crazy and all that stuff, seeing stuff. And they ended up finding a house that had food in there, which that part to me was confusing because usually the regular, like the original story, is a candy house that they find, and they start eating the candy from the house, and then the witch finds them and that. But in this version, there was no candy house. It was just a normal house. There was so much food inside the house. Hansel sneaked his way in there to try to steal the food, but he got caught by the lady, which is definitely the witch. But in this version, they don't call her a witch. So they ended up sleeping there for a while, staying there with the lady for like a much longer. Gretel started having dreams about the children that supposedly died in the house, but she didn't really think nothing of it. She just probably thought she was going crazy or something. Gretel offered to help the lady as well as Hansel. Gretel kept having dreams about the kids, kept seeing as if like stuff was actually real, as if she was actually walking to the place. And Hansel wasn't seeing what she was seeing at first, but when he was walking, he did see like a whole bunch of kids' shoes just hanging by the trees and stuff, and he was wondering what was going on with that. And eventually, like, somehow the lady knew that Gretel was having these dreams and was asking her about the dreams. And one thing that Hansel kept seeing that the lady kept telling him is bones of the dead, and something else. I forgot the other thing. It was a lot that she repeated herself so many times. And then turns out Gretel has powers, and the lady knew this. The lady knew that Gretel was just like her and had powers, but Gretel didn't really fully understood it yet. And eventually, when like Gretel's brother was missing for a while, and I don't know why it took her so long to realize that he was by himself, because he was like, I would say he was like maybe 5 years old, 6 years old, and Gretel was like much older. And when Gretel found him in like this part of the house that was like kind of like a basement type of thing, she saw her brother just standing there, not moving, like as if, you know, he being controlled, which he was being controlled, like. And when she was down there, she saw like some woman came out, like some black stuff coming out from like the sewer, and then it formed into a woman, with a young woman, which was technically the lady, honestly. So I was right from the jump. When I saw all that food on the table, I'm like, what if that's the kids that they're eating and they don't know that? And I was right. So the lady took a whole bunch of body parts, put on the table, and turned it into food, like sweets, chicken, all of that stuff. I was like, see, I was right. I was definitely right. I had a feeling that those were, you know, the kids that they was low-key eating, but they didn't know. Because if there's no animals around, how is the lady getting food, you know, if there's no animals around? So when Gretel saw that, she kept her mouth shut. She wasn't trying to play it as if she didn't know what was going on. I'm surprised the lady didn't even see her down there. Like, Gretel wasn't even in a good hiding spot for the lady not to see her. But I'm assuming the lady probably knew she was there and act like she didn't know she was there. I don't know. Oh, sorry. So when Gretel was talking to the lady, you know, she was acting as if she don't know anything still. Supposedly she put like something in the tea to make the lady fall asleep, but that didn't work. So the lady was eating some food, and when she was munching on it, it was like really crunchy and stuff, as if she was munching on a body part. And when she pulled something out of her mouth, it was a child's hair. It was a piece of a child's hair that was turned to food. And Gretel basically knew what's gonna happen. She knew that the lady was after her brother, after to kill her brother, turn her brother into food to eat. And basically the lady kind of showed Gretel like what the true story, what really happened to the little girl. Turns out the little girl that was in the beginning was the lady's daughter. And you know, they say that the daughter was so beautiful, but she had like a evil power in her, and the lady said she was jealous of her daughter. She hated her daughter, so she trying to send her away. But even though she sent her away, the daughter was still connected to her somehow and kind of controlling her in a way. And the mother ended up finding that she had powers just like the daughter. And the mother just basically was doing what the daughter was doing, luring kids, eating kids, and all that other stuff. And she was showing Gretel that, because Gretel apparently had the same thing, which was confusing to me, because I'm like, what? When did Gretel ever had powers? Like, this is new to me. But apparently, if Gretel did agree to the whole lady stuff, Gretel would have been like that. But yeah, Gretel apparently has powers just like that. So she had trapped Gretel down like in the basement area where she had saw like the kids' bodies and stuff. And her brother was still being controlled. So the lady was basically controlling the brother to basically jump in the fire to cook, you know. And, you know, Gretel wasn't going to let that happen. Gretel, like I said, she had powers. She magically took the staff, and the staff got the lady, and the lady burned to death. And that whole happened. So that was a whole different plot twist right there, because the original story I heard, they put the witch in the oven and cooked her that way. But this was a whole different scenario right here. And after the lady was dead, you know, because basically the lady wanted the Gretel to eat her brother, which was fucked up. But Gretel ended up still staying in the house and let her brother go on his own, because I felt like she thought she was gonna be too dangerous to be around him. So she let her little brother go off in the woods by himself to take care of himself. And because Gretel had these powers and she could actually see things, she saw the children that have died in that house. She saw them in the woods, and they spirits were free. Basically, the spirits went at peace. That's what she saw. But then the most thing, that's a whole plot twist that happened at the end. You see Gretel's hand change black, which the witch, her hand changed to black. Her hand was black too when she was using her powers. So that right there lets you know that Gretel is basically the new witch. I'm like, wow, what a twist. What a twist. Because when I seen the other Hansel and Gretel movie, Witch Hunters, they show you Hansel and Gretel together killing off the witches and stuff. They didn't tell you Gretel had powers. So this one basically took place when they was a kid. They didn't even show you them into adult age at all. Like, I thought it was gonna show them as a kid and then to adult, but they didn't do that. This basically took place of what happened to them as a kid, what they had to go through. Who knows, they might make another one, because I want to know what's gonna happen. Like, we already know Gretel's the new witch. Like, is she gonna be able to control it? Like, who knows, you know? But yeah, it was fine. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. It was 5 out of 5 for me. You know, I highly recommend watching it. It's one of the new movies that actually came out. I didn't even see it in the movie theaters. I watched it on my phone. I got the hookups, baby. Okay, so it's like a new movie that recently came out. Like, not like maybe a day or two. So yeah, I surprisingly found it online for free. Watched the whole thing. It was nice and clean and everything. But yeah, that's like a different little story right there. Like, they never really said that Gretel could see things, had powers and all that stuff. So yeah, but anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. If you've seen the movie, let me know what y'all think about it. If you have not, and I spoiled it for you, I'm sorry. But this movie I just really want to talk about. So yeah, but if you haven't seen the movie still and you still managed to make it to the end of the video, let me know if you will go see it after hearing this review and these spoilers, because I basically just said the whole movie. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, click the notification if you haven't. Find me on my social medias, it's always in the description box down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Bye guys.